Hello beautiful people, and tonight we are seeing another of our old favourites, A Day to Remember, at the Academy. Fresh from their appearance at Download, and they just played London as well. So tonight is going to be amazing. So we're just going to head up there and I'll give you more footage when we get there. Okay, we are just across the road from the Academy and we're going to forget about filler footage tonight. We're just going to get straight in there and we're just going to get gig footage because the one I'm going to be at tomorrow is going to have plenty of gig footage. It's going to be absolutely huge, and filler that is. So we're just going to get in and see you in there.
Let's keep the energy going with this next one. It's called Better Days.
Exactly the same. With the one time I don't think I can change. Time's down, memories not gone. We're flying, we're flying. Six monkeys who will fly. Burning me up, burning me up. Six babies don't know how you are. Burning me up, kissing me up. I hate this town. What's up, you're my friends? Say it! Will I fight, will I live? Let's fucking go, Sally!
Tell you, we've been saying this a lot to people, but we fucking mean it for a long time there, and I'm sure you guys are similar. But we didn't know when the next time we were going to play a show down the street, much less come to Scotland again. So for real, to be here, to be treated like you have treated us tonight, it means the fucking world. For real, thank you for being here. We love you for real. This will be our last one for you tonight. And I want to see everybody out there jumping up and down with us on this next one. It's called The Plot Above the Panhandle. Everybody jump! Get off your fucking feet! Right where you left!
Well, that was amazing. Too many things I've got to say about that. Again, we'll do the review when we get in. And we're just back in, and what can I say? What a night. I mean, spot on, start to finish, and just in every way, just such a good start to what's going to be an absolutely insane week. So we're just going to get straight on to it. I apologise if the lighting's not too full on. I'm using the smaller light instead of the big light, which I have just up here, but hey, just small minor details. But let's just get on with it. So we got in, and I must admit, although it was kind of like empty-ish, like wasn't too busy when I got in, during when the second support act were about to come on, which was Ocean's 8 Alaska, if I think they're called. Yeah. So just before they came on, like the place got absolutely shocker, and it was funny because I checked the website and it didn't even say that it was even sold out. So I was like, did they oversell standing or something? But if anybody knows anything about that, just let me know. But let's just get straight onto the band. So before Ocean's 8 Alaska, it was Our Hollow, Our Home, if I'm right. And I was really impressed by them. A lot more, both the support were a lot more on the hardcore side. If anybody's taking a look at my channel page, I've got 2 playlists mainly that most of my gigs go in, which is Metal and Hardcore and Punk and Emo. Now, A Day to Remember are one of these bands that have always been bang in the centre because they're kind of a bit of both. But I've always put them in Punk and Emo because I always see them more on the pop punk side, if you know what I mean. But I'll leave you guys to judge. So, the 2 support acts, they were a lot more on the hardcore side of things. Our Hollow, Our Home was really impressed with, and they got the crowd going a bit, a lot of interaction. It was really good and stuff. So I'll definitely be checking them out. Ocean's 8 Alaska. It was funny. They were a bit heavier. I'd say they were a bit more on the deathcore side of things, which is absolutely bizarre. But just the way the screaming was, it was a lot of vocal fries and stuff like that, which I found a little bit bizarre. But hey, let's just give all this attention to smaller bands anyway. They're really going to need a lot of help. So I was glad to see what they're about. It was good. Then the main event, of course. This band, A Day to Remember, will probably never let me down. Always good to see live. They always bring good show effects. Like they brought beach balls, they brought confetti, and it's funny, every time they play All Signs Point to Lauderdale, they always throw out like a toilet roll, which is just hilarious. That you probably caught it in some of the footage. It was amazing. Just like one of these things that just make it, they don't take themselves too seriously. So it's always great in that regard. Now, it's actually funny. When it came to the pits, although we got room to do the pits and that, it did feel a bit squashed in at points because, again, I felt like they probably oversold tickets, something like that. That was the only kind of downside in a way. But don't get me wrong. Still an absolutely amazing night, and I'm glad I got to see them again. 3rd time that was so, and the 1st time in 5 years as well. And Jeremy actually made a remark saying when COVID hit, they didn't even know when was the next gig they were going to play down the street, let alone come back here. So I'm really happy, really happy that this happened tonight. So the fun's not stopping there. No, not by a long shot. We're going to see something, or more like someone much, much, much bigger. Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas, of course, pretty much the modern day Carpenters. That's one of the reasons we're going to this gig. It's just one of these things that's just not to be missed. So I cannot wait for that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you then.